everyone. We're live celebrating you, my dear subscribers. I think about a week ago, this channel, NatureGlo Adventures, hit 1,000 subscribers. And thank you. So, what am I up to? Yes, I'm going to be monetizing my channel. For those who are wondering. So that means, I know, it means ads on my channel, but I think YouTube throws ads on my videos anyway, I think. You know, it's just kind of what happens when you monetize. I don't like ads either. They're annoying. Just skip them. Unless it's something you want, and you know. So I'm celebrating with a bowl of Purely Elizabeth, made with organic oats, chocolate peanut butter, ancient grain granola. Some of you might know this, but I have milk allergies. Like, I can have aged cheese, preferably raw, and raw milk, but I can't have pasteurized, crappy milk and low quality cheese. Interesting. So instead of milk, I'm using organic pure coconut water. I added organic sprouted pumpkin seeds with sea salt. Sprouted is the key. Really fantastic for the digestive system. And take a look at my fridge. I added fresh organic raspberries, Driscoll's. So I just spent about $50 at Grocery Outlet to get all those ingredients. And this is how I'm celebrating. Eating healthy. Really good. And I love peanut butter and chocolate. These cookies are really good. Oh, and they're soft cookies. Nut-free, egg-free, wheat-free, dairy-free, soy-free, fish-free, shellfish-free, mustard-free, sesame seed. So they took out the major allergens. So, welcome. There's my Mariana Zarhoff t-shirt made by her personally. Hi Mariana, if you're watching me. This is my favorite shirt. So I'm in Brawley right now. I'm going to be going into the library so I can connect to their internet and update my iPad. Before their lunch break. I gotta hustle up. So, it's a tradition where people take siesta closer to the border of Mexico here, and they actually close certain businesses at around noon time, anywhere between noon and 2, I think it is. and they'll take a lunch break. To me, not used to that. So at first I was a bit perturbed and frustrated and thinking, why do they do that? You know, why can't they have one person, you know, just sitting there so patrons can sit there and just continue instead of getting kicked out? But that's not how they do things, and I have to accept that. And this culture has been here before we have, us Europeans, so I'm sucking it up and I'm respectful. I respect, and actually it's pretty good taking a break. On the flip side, I'm in agreement with them. Like, I think it's awesome. You know, take a break, take a nap, eat lunch, take a 15-minute nap. It's so healthy for the body. Dealing with the public can be stressful. So I am for it. Even though at first I was like, what do you mean you're kicking me out? Yeah. So I'm going to go to the library shortly. And I'm also out and about because I needed work done on my van. My back door, my driver's side door broke over towards the middle of the summer. I think it was like August. We had gone through the most brutal July, and it was a little bit cooler. It was still brutal hot in August. It was like average 115 instead of average 118 or 120 in July. So now that the weather is cooler, wintertime is when Slab City residents get stuff done, like gobs and gobs of work on their camps. For me, my camper van is everything, so I got to get her fixed up and ready for another summer, because I'm committed to work at Salvation Mountain another summer. I'm resistant. I don't want to go through another summer, but I'm committed. So, but I'm already looking at options to leave during the summer, because I want to be in the Eastern Sierra, honestly, through the summer. I don't want to be down here baking, you know. Even if I have to escape on my bike, I'll do anything to not keep dealing with brutal heat every single summer. So traditionally, I go to the Eastern Sierra. I mean, I lived in the Eastern Sierra for 8 years. So, you know, those are like my nomadic roots. That's where I really thrived in my van life, was living in the Eastern Sierra and kicking around. I literally have hundreds of camps, and there's thousands more to be discovered up and down the Eastern Sierra. So all I want to do when the weather starts getting hot is get up into the mountains. All I can think about. So I'm gonna make it happen. The thing is, if I leave the Salvation Mountain job, they have to fill all those 4 positions. So there's no guarantee that when I come back the next season that they'll have a docent position for me. So what I'm thinking is they'll probably always need help on restoring the mountain, and I'm getting physically stronger from painting and, you know, dealing with clay and whatnot. What month does it get too hot to tolerate? July. So it's tolerable for people that have more heat tolerance all the way until the end of June. But science is showing us that the global temperatures are increasing, the average temperatures. So, and then I was just hearing from 𝐤𝐞𝐭 𝐒𝐿𝐥. That's a new name I've only heard of recently, but this guy, I wish he could come to Slab City. He's definitely anarchist in mind. He's not for big government. He was saying that our current administration doesn't give 2 flying flips what we do to the environment, because the science is showing us that at the end of the century, so around 2100, unless Mother Earth has some miracle up her sleeve, which I hope she does, that unless humans stop consuming the way we are, burning fossil fuels like there's no tomorrow, because some people don't care. There's a lot of people that don't care if there's a tomorrow. Human Earth won't be habitable by the end of the century. Human life won't be habitable. How about that? So only the most robust of animals, unless we all decide to dig underground and survive that way. So, yeah, I wasn't happy hearing about that. So in other words, Slab City's not going to be habitable for not just Slab City, but the entire planet, unless human activity can stop rising global temperatures. How does that make you feel? So, I'm not giving up. To me, I feel like, yes, I think activism is important, and there is a lot of people that are like saving wild animals that are going extinct. I sign petitions weekly about saving, you know, birds and mammals that are literally just getting their homes destroyed through deforestation. And then, you know, all the plastic that marine life is ingesting, and they open up birds that wash up on shore and their bellies are filled with plastic. And I'm just like, wow, you know, we're such a throwaway society. Travis says, I think I can only tolerate November through March or April in Slab City. I would love to spend the winters there instead of the mountains of West Virginia. Oh, cool. I didn't know you were in West Virginia. You know, I spent a year and a half in West Virginia, in Mount Storm, West Virginia, before I hit the road in my camper van. That was back in 2013 that I left West Virginia. Yes, we get what's called a stipend. We don't get, Dano, good question. We get a stipend, so it's not minimum wage, but for us Slab City residents and, you know, nomadic folks, me working 4 days a week is plenty of money for me. I'm amazed at what plenty of money is. Enough to get my van fixed when I need her fixed, enough to keep up my new bicycle, but I don't want to complicate my life any more than getting a bicycle. Kind of complicated my life a little bit more than I want. But first of all, I got a bicycle. It's called Priority Bicycle is the name of the company. So I got a low maintenance bicycle, and it has a belt drive instead of the traditional chain. Thank you. Yeah. I did a ton of research, because what I'm starting to think is that I'd like to bike pack around the country. Maybe not. Maybe just the Eastern Sierra. I'm so obsessed with the Eastern Sierra, California. I could just see myself bike packing the Eastern Sierra, like, you know, every summer, and then coming back to Slab City for winters, because the winters here are perfection right now. I need that fan blowing on me. I'll show you where it is. My beloved Bauer fan. Mr. Bowers. I know, I name inanimate objects. So that's how I stay cool, because my roof fan vent, my vent fan broke at the beginning of last summer. So that's another thing I need to get fixed. Yeah, anyone can move to Slab City, but we ask that people harm none, live by harm none. And I would say that includes yourself, you know. People that, I mean, how do I say this? Just harm none. Don't harm yourself, don't harm others. It's very simple. Like, there's no 10 commandments. You know, just be respectful to your neighbors, check in with them, ask before moving next to somebody, is this, you know, is this space, can I come here? You know, we just ask people to be respectful and harm none, including yourself. I like that. Wow. What do you think? Is that a good, was that a good way of being welcoming as a current Slab City resident? There's plenty of space, yes. Yeah, I mean, people come and go. It's like a revolving door, to be honest. Summertime, you can be amazed at what the human body can acclimate to without air conditioning. I was able to work in like I worked in 123 degrees. I worked in the mornings. So I didn't actually work when it was the most supreme heat of the day. But with my current schedule, I would be. So there was one day at work where I had to hold a frozen bottle behind my neck and on my chest, back and forth, all 4 hours, just to keep from getting ill. So the closest stores are Brawley. Actually, the closest is Nyland. It's only a few miles from Slab City, but they're way overpriced. And they take advantage of that, unfortunately. They take advantage of the, you know, the low-income people. So the closest store is Nyland, so it's like 6 miles. So, and there are people that go back and forth on their bike, but there are people that also, I go to Brawley to do my shopping, and that's close to 30 miles away. That's the closest for the best shopping, like Grocery Outlet, Walmart, Vons. Yes, that's right, Treva. It's much easier to acclimate. You never want to come here in the middle of summer because you could die. You have to be here before the hot weather gets here to give your body a chance to acclimate and go with it. It's kind of like, you know, you start right when it starts heating up, just let your body go with it. And but if you have health issues, elderly people struggle, young children, it's not a good place for them, although there are people with young children. You need air conditioning if you have children. It's really tough. Very young children, babies, I hear their bodies don't acclimate like adults, and I don't know at what age humans can adequately acclimate to high, brutal heat. So that would be something to research. But definitely I personally would not have children going through a summer here. There were people that had children that actually left for the summer. Treva asked, is Nyland gaining business and population, or are they losing things? There's been a decline in Nyland over the last several decades. They're kind of barely hanging on. I don't know what the population is, a few hundred. Dano, it's safe in Slab City if you, you know, conduct yourself with the laws of nature of harming none. And, you know, it's like any city. There's good and evil. And walk in personal integrity, and shouldn't have a problem. So if people come here bringing drama, bringing negative energy and hard drugs that harm the body, harming others, whether physically or verbally, or, you know, then this would not be the place for someone that harms others. Definitely, I would not encourage people that have a tendency for major drama. We don't need any more that we already have. I mean, I'm talking to people that I can't see right now. I'm hoping and believing that you have your best intentions. I mean, I believe that people that watch my channel do have good intentions. I believe that you are good people watching. Future plans and trips. I've mentioned the Eastern Sierra, so that's what I want to do in the future. Yeah, I'm in love with the entire Eastern Sierra Nevada mountain range and all of the towns that dot it. Snickerdoodles. I wish I could share with you. So these are soft cookies. Oh wow, they are. Mm-hmm. I also have ice cream. So last night, but these are healthy cookies. They have gluten-free flour, a gluten-free flour blend, light buckwheat flour, gluten-free oat flour, cassava flour, tapioca flour, non-GMO sunflower oil, organic light brown sugar, organic cane sugar, organic molasses, fructose, gluten-free oats, tapioca syrup, water, organic cane sugar, cinnamon, sea salt, baking soda, caramelized cane sugar, citrus fiber, vanilla extract, and rosemary extract. So, and the company name is Partake. I get that at Grocery Outlet. Do any of you folks have a grocery outlet in your area? I think I want one of these cookies with my ice cream. Here's my ice cream. Sunrise Bang. The company is called 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐼. Almond. Wow. I can't read that. Almond based. Oh, almond based 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐼. No dairy. No difference. Sunrise Bang. Dairy free. Creamy orange flavored frozen dessert with cream flavored swirl. Ingredients. The base is almond milk, water and almond butter, sugar, tapioca syrup solids, coconut oil, orange juice concentrate, dextrose, pea protein, cellulose gum, salt, Gower gum. What the heck is Gower gum? Probably some kind of thickener. Annatto extract for color and natural flavor. The swirl is invert sugar, water, sugar, cornstarch, natural flavors, calcium carbonate, salt, and citric acid. It has almonds, of course, and coconuts. So it has more sugar in it than I prefer. 24 grams of sugar for 2/3 of a cup. I could do worse. and I won't overdo it. Because my body is not used to sugar like it used to be, I actually will get a sugar crash if I eat too much white sugar. That's my trash. Here, I'll let you see. All right, so I didn't tell you the rest of my story. So I have 2 broken van doors. So my mechanic, I have a new mechanic in Calipatria. So he started working on the back door. This one. That's the driver's side. So he fixed that one. And then he was going to put a new lock in because the passenger side lock was broke. I could open the door and I could shut it and I could lock it, but then I couldn't use my key to open it again from the outside. I'd crawl in on my bed and unlock it. That's why the bed is unmade, by the way. Cool, awesome. Dano, you have a grocery outlet not far from you. Yeah, they have really great prices. Eat my ice cream before it starts melting. Okay, let me finish my story. So my mechanic fixed the passenger side, and when he was trying to fix the lock, the mechanism in the door broke on him. He shut the door and then he couldn't open it again. So now that door has to be fixed. But he's been very gracious to me. He says, I'm not going to charge you for all the extra labor for the persnicketyness of the door, the other door breaking. So it'll be a good deal, I'm sure. And then the other door that's broke is this one. Whoa. So I cannot open that door. That's the door that I get in and out of the most. That one broke towards the end of the summer. Yeah. It's these old vehicle doors. You know, they use a lot of plastic parts, and plastic here in the desert, in the high temperatures with heat, just they break. The plastic gets brittle and breaks. So I asked my mechanic to get metal clasps, at least get metal clasps so that the rod is attached to metal and then attaches to the locking mechanism so that that at least won't break. But unfortunately, even like the other parts that are made of plastic that they don't make metal for. So we're doing the best we can, right? So yes, the door fiasco, my van door fiasco. So now he's going to buy, he just bought more parts, the parts for the passenger side door right here, this one. So we had to ratchet strap it shut. So he ordered the parts. They're in Yuma, which is an hour from here. And they're gonna have a driver bring it to the shop in Calipatria. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 a.m., I gotta be there, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, complete with Evergreen Queen, which is the name of my van, so that my mechanic, Danny, can fix the other door. So the barn doors will finally be able to open and close. And I really need those because I like to put a fitted sheet over back of them, open them up, put a fitted sheet on the back to keep the insects out. It does a good job. It's a bright red fitted sheet. It works. Like, I didn't really have a fly situation last summer. And it's warm when I sit the van in the sun, even in the 70s, it gets warm. I got to run a fan. It's helpful to open those back doors and get some nice airflow. Airflow is such a key. And yeah, so it's been nice not having to park the van under the shade structure, because when I did that, I had to have external solar panels that I had to clip into my above top solar system, where I connect at the top of the roof here. And the clips are beastly difficult for me to get them unclipped. So I had to buy metal tools to do that, but then it's still not easy to disconnect them. So it takes me like 15 minutes just to leave. So that's why I'm really grateful to be parking out in the open air and from under my shade structure until I can get my friend Steven. I'm gonna have to order different clips that I can easily disconnect without having to use a tool and sit there. You should hear me when I'm trying to disengage the clips. I don't swear, but I'm just making those kinds of noises because it's so hard. I just don't have the finger strength. And then my friend Ron, who's been helping me with my bike, like he'll just come over and within seconds, he disconnects them with his bare hands. Yes, some of the residents do use solar ovens for their cooking, Treva. Good question. In fact, I'm gonna do an unboxing very soon. My friend Elvis Boy gave me a 𝐸☏ solar oven. It's a little tube. So I don't have it here with me now or I'd unbox it. So maybe I can do that tomorrow. So I do want to aim to go live more often. And I also want to aim to get my other YouTube channel up and running. It's my homeschool math and science channel called NatureGlo's eScience. Oh, cool. You watch Elvis Boy's videos? Oh man, he's fantastic. I love watching his videos. I watched his Sasquatch, the part 1. I still haven't watched his part 2 of that. I need to. So, but yeah, he's an incredible presenter. Awesome YouTuber. Okay, ice cream. So we're celebrating with ice cream and cookies. 1,000 subscribers with Sunrise Bang. Here we go. Whoa. Hoo-hoo. Trying not to overdo it here because I don't want a sugar crash. This is going to turn to gelato unless I put my freezer down to like 15 degrees. Yeah, Sophie's camp was pretty awesome. There we go. And I want snickerdoodle cookies with ice cream. It's getting warm in here. It's supposed to be like 78 degrees. So, thank you 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you, current viewers. I appreciate you being here with me live. A cookie ice cream celebration. Thank you, Treva. I appreciate your feedback about that. Yeah, I definitely like to focus on the positive. I like to feed positive energy. Our planet needs that. So I will be back with you folks with my unboxing of the 𝐸☏. Also, I want to invite you to join my Ko-fi community. If you want to support this channel, check out the link in the description. I also have a merch store I'm going to see if I can put that on YouTube so it's just super easy. But if you click the link to my T-Mill store, you'll get options for all sustainable merch. So they recycle clothing to remake new clothing, and they have really great sustainable practices. It's a great company. That's why I chose them. I've got some of my art. I made an art piece called Slab City Butterfly Garden. I do digital art using Procreate and Art Set on my iPad. So it's Slab City inspired. So check out that art piece. And I have my photography of my Eastern Sierra travels, because this channel is about my off-grid life, mostly in Slab City, but when I go back to the Eastern Sierra in a year or so, we'll see how long it takes me to get back. I'll be doing videos there as well. And also of my bike packing adventures. Right now I'm using my bicycle for commuting. I also meant to say that my bicycle has a closed gearbox that needs an oil change once a year, just like a vehicle. So that's part of the low maintenance. And I'm gonna get some puncture resistant tires from Schwab, for those of you who know bicycles and bike tires. And also my bicycle has a name. She's called Saucy, Hottie Tottie Saucy. So the type of bike she is a priority hot sauce bike, 7-speed, closed gearbox, carbon belt drivetrain. It's kind of a mouthful. Low maintenance. And then I'm working on trying to make her as flat proof as possible, because we get goat heads in the Southwest desert here, and they're no joke. I got one in my shoe the other day. Every so often I'd step wrong and I could feel the thorn of the goat head. And finally, it was so tiny, I found it and I pulled it out. Yeah. So thank you, folks, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. An adult tricycle. I thought about getting a trike, but I want to be able to go off-road, and it's much harder on a trike. I also thought about getting a foldable bicycle, but they can't do what my gravel bike can do. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Peace out.